might not have an intro, but I have finally built the 2 aviaries that I've been saving space for ever since we started this zoo. There's these 2 patches in the path that we kind of kept behind the sea lion pools right next to the penguin house, and I was kind of considering, will it be aviaries, will it be cages for monkeys? So now there's lemurs in them. I think that's somewhat unrealistic, but I kind of prefer putting lemurs in so that at least something moves in there, you know, because we don't have birds. I don't know if you've noticed that, if you've heard about that, but we don't have birds. So yeah, I think that the lemurs for now are a good thing. I also have already made a detailed plan for a monkey house, which probably won't have space for all the lemurs. So now we put 2 of the lemur species in here. It is the red ruffed lemur and the ring-tailed lemur. Oh my god, say that fast a few times. So yeah, those 2 are in here. I kind of think maybe I'll switch out the ringtail for the black and white ones, because I honestly prefer the red one. I cannot say the word red today. I honestly prefer the red ones to over the others because they just look more poofy and fluffy. So I figured the black and white ones are probably like that, right? I don't think I've ever built for them. But yeah, I guess that is that on what we are doing here. It's honestly nothing that I've seen really in any of my inspiration pictures. I'll be honest about that. This is actually more or less inspired by I know that it was one of the first things that I've ever gotten off the workshop, and for that reason alone, I should have noted the name of the person who created it, so I might remember and put it on a screen. If I don't, I'm very sorry. I didn't use their blueprint, but I remember that I have this blueprint saved of this like small bird cage kind of thing, and it looks very very much in the style of our zoo here, so very like decorated and you know, like rich, I guess, with all these like decals, and it is a small cage, but so small that it's not really usable for anything, but actually the lemurs can traverse this, not super well, but when I put them in, the first thing that they did is climb up on a tree that I put in, and that surprised me, let's be honest. But I think that they look really cool. One thing I don't really like is that I had to do this weird thing with the path, unfortunately. Like, that looks not so nice, but, you know, it's whatever. This is also, funnily enough, this is kind of one of the more natural looking things. So they have like a tree and it's a bit overgrown in there. So I think they are probably more natural than most other things we've built so far in this zoo. Oh my god, if you've never seen any of this, this is a zoo that is inspired by old school zoos. So we're kind of placing ourselves like sort of mid-20th century. So none of the animals really have a very good conditions here, and it's more about like what zoos look like, just kind of you know, explore these sort of images which we're kind of you know, straining away from. Is that the word? Straying away from? I don't know. With this one, because obviously this is not inspired by any real inspiration pictures like all the other things that we are building or that we did build so far, and so I just thought that they would look nice there, and I think, you know, when we are making this over into a more modern and less cruel zoo, I think that this will be an easy thing, just putting out, like taking out the lemurs and putting birds into those, because I think that for smaller birds, these are absolutely fine. They're not tiny, they really aren't, but I think that they frame this sort of area quite nicely, because I think I said it before, but older man-made things are often very symmetrical, where there's this, like, modern builds are never symmetrical if you look at it. They obviously, you know, structured, but they are not symmetrical when you look at them from, you know, up front. And this is different in older stuff, so with this zoo, I do a lot more symmetry than with my other zoos. And a lot more like straight paths because they're easier to get, symmetrical. And so I think that really helps. And also I have something bigger planned for behind this. So what in my mind, I think it's going to look nice to have these like 2 aviaries left and right of a big tall building. And then also because there's barely any footage to come with these aviaries, to be honest. I think this took me not even 2 hours, so I knew that this was going to be a very short video, so I figured I also include the planter that we did up front. So the thing that you see me build right now is a planter, and it's quite a big one, and it's very manicured, which is also something that I don't do that often in any of my other series, but that is why I love this series so much. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's always fun to try new things. I think I say that a lot, and I do that a lot, but I can say it again. It's fun to try new things. It's fun to sort of differentiate my style of building. That being said, lately I'm very stressed, not with the videos, just in general. I have a lot to do, and I don't know. I feel like I barely make the time right now to upload these videos, so if I build kind of smaller things in the next few videos, please bear with me. It's just a time issue, but I know it will be better. It's just stressful right now, so that's also why if I sound a bit tired today, I am. So that is why. But no, I still very much enjoy it, but I'm just a bit stressed lately, and also I'm still working on getting the theme park zoo back together. And I think maybe if I'm very good with time management, which I'm not, it might be that the next video we will be able to go back to our theme park zoo. So, fingers crossed that is gonna happen. I hope so. I've been very good, like every day, put some time aside now to, just do a tiny little bit, like a tiny little thing of redoing, which it takes probably longer than building it the first time, which is kind of crazy because I don't have the try and error thing, but I have to look back at my own footage a lot and like skip through the footage because I also try to find exact color codes and stuff, so I make it very hard on myself. But I want to get it done as good as possible, but yeah, I think I will only build it far enough that we can continue the series and then continue to, adjust the details, going forward, while we can already continue building our theme park so that, we don't have to wait for that long. And it's also, I think, better for my motivation to do that. Because I know that if I get back into that zoo, which if you remember, like when I started the theme park, I was so excited for it, and it really, my motivation really took such a hit when I deleted that file accidentally. And I think also I have this channel to thank that, because I know if that happened and I didn't have this channel and I didn't have another motivation to continue to play, then this would have been one of those things where I wouldn't have touched the game for months, because it would have just blown all of my motivation out. So thank you. Thank you for being around, and thank you for staying excited. Oh my god, excited. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I didn't really have a lot to talk about in this video, because the thing is, when you're stressed and you do nothing but uni and play Planet Zoo and go to work, you don't have a lot to say because nothing exciting happens. Because I don't talk about my work much because I don't want to, and I don't think uni is very interesting to anyone, and I mean, all I do in Planet Zoo you kind of already see, so yeah. Oh, one thing though, I have started Instagram. The automatic posting doesn't work, which is great. So now I just I have a lot prepared, so now I just kind of post here and there when I remember it, which isn't ideal, but I think that Instagram isn't gonna be, my main, I don't know, my main platform, so I feel it's alright for now. Maybe I'll give the automated stuff another try, because that annoyed me a lot, because I did take so much time to set it up, and now it doesn't work, really, like, it never actually posts. Like, I get the notification, but I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just wanted to say that it is now there, and if you want to send me something there, you can absolutely do that, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm sorry, I really don't have a lot to say today, and I feel tired, I feel stressed, I feel whatever, but I also feel excited that I finally built these little aviaries, because I've also been putting it off, because this like very like decorated style kind of takes a while, or took me a while so far. This one kind of went faster, because I'm getting really familiar with all these like sandstone and I think it's concrete pieces, which all these like decoration things, they're either concrete or cement, so you always have to type in both things to search for what it is. I wish there was a different way. Anyway, we'll do a quick real-time part now, and I see you there. Alright, here we are. So, I just thought this was gonna be a good way to let you know where it is. So we are starting off with the sea lion pool. So if you go up these stairs, I guess we can just do that. You can see that I kind of trapped some visitors out because they would be storming this. So if you go up here, you see this like fountain with some flower beds and stuff. And behind this, there would be a big building, right? So if you walk up to it, like let's say from here or even behind the pool, you see to the left and right these aviaries. That was kind of the idea behind them. And let's go up here. So this would obviously be a place to sit. There's benches hidden underneath these, so I have to fix this. But let's actually go take a look at the aviaries. I noticed that this is a bit high from our perspective here, but I think it's alright because it looks nice. So this is the red-ruffed lemur, and as you can tell, they can actually use this. So that is good. It's a bit wild down there, but that's good. So there should be more in here. But oh yeah, there's one. See? So these guys really use these tree things. I don't really know. I've not seen the other ones do it yet, so we might be lucky later, we might not be. But this is basically it. I guess it's not crazy, but I do think it's sort of an eye catcher when you walk up here. And I definitely prefer them moving around in here rather than doing like just some birds from the workshop or anything, which is probably what we're gonna do later. Spoiler, but so later that is when we update the zoo. So yeah, not much to see here. We can look at it from the other side as well, but to this side there's obviously the elephants, and this should be the ring-tailed lemurs. And see, they don't really go up here, and one is boxed. Okay, good to know. But I think they can use this, so that's a pity, and that is also why I want to try the other ones, because maybe they can use it. But for now, I think these guys are good. Maybe I also just put more red-ruffed in here. That could also work. But yeah, let's just quickly look at this from the backside. There's not really much going on here. It's just another place to sit. Let's look at the horsey. And yeah, this is the penguin house. Let's just get another quick view from above to give you another idea. And so this is going to be a big house. I don't think that's going to be the next episode. Maybe it will, maybe not. But we're also definitely going to have to slowly start working in these like in-between areas. which are kind of harder to do in this zoo, I'm not gonna lie, because everything's just so even. So filling up these areas is kind of harder. Also, I don't want to overdo it because when we renovate it, we'll definitely need more space for the animals, because right now everything's kind of cruel. So we are going to need to have some open spaces left to renovate some stuff. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for now. And thank you so much for watching. Sorry that I sounded a little bit tired. Let me know what you think of everything else but my tiredness, and I hope to see you around another time. Bye!